straight before that one last night. That was the first of 5 on the West Coast straight. Hopefully they'll pick it up again. Sixers forward Paul George has been suspended 25 games for violating the league's drug policy. In a statement, he said it was improper medication. George is averaging 16 a game for Philly. It's going to cost him almost $12 million because the guy makes about $500,000 per game, which is a really good gig if you can get it. Monsters on home ice tonight, back at it against Belleville. They beat those guys last night. They're riding a 4-game win streak coming in. They needed to make up some ground, and they are starting to do that. They got in the second period. It is 4-2 Monsters. Luka Del Bellevoluz, he's the all-star on the team. He made it 5-2 with that tally. And they've had this problem this year, getting big leads and then blowing it in the third quarter. And wouldn't you know it, they did it again. 5-2, 5-3, then it was 5-4, and there was 7.5 to play. The Senators made it 5-5, and just like that, the Monsters blew another big lead. So this goes to overtime, where fortunately, Dyson Mayo gets a breakaway score. Monsters win it 6-5 in overtime. Trent Vogelhuber on the third period props.
We're going to figure it out here. We're going to figure it out. We're going through it. This has been popping up, obviously, a few times, but I think resilience, you got to, when something bad happens, you know, and there's a little scar tissue there, and you have to, those are times you elevate. We're obviously not a finished product, kind of a new look lineup this week, so we're getting used to maybe some new roles, and we're going to find a way to be better, obviously, in the third period, and I got to figure that out.
It's at least the third, maybe the fourth time they've had like a 5-1 or 5-2 lead, and they've blown it. Just in the last month. They're having the weirdest time. Recovered tonight, at least.
And as I said, resilience.
Yes.
Do this. We're going to hang on that lead next time. I will bear that.
Zepbound may help in your weight loss journey. Once weekly Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. People taking Zepbound lost up to 48 pounds. And there are multiple savings options available, even if you don't have insurance.
Don't take is allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
If this is clicking for you, ask your healthcare provider about once weekly Zepbound and check your coverage today at zepbound.com.
Most multivitamins only make it halfway through your GI tract. If key nutrients are absorbed too early in the digestive process, your body can't access their full benefits. Seed's GMO2 Daily Multivitamin is different. Its revolutionary capsule pouch system transports essential vitamins and minerals throughout the GI tract and all the way to your colon, where key nutrients are needed to fuel daily function. Don't go halfway on your health. Nourish your whole body with a multivitamin that makes the distance. Visit seed.com to start GMO2 Daily Multivitamin today.
Alexa, my sister just dropped Maggie off.
Fun. An evening with your niece.
What do kids you know do?
How about playtime? What kind of things does she like?
You know what?
Queuing Go be lights for an undersea adventure.
Alexa, we should do this again next weekend.
I'll add it to your calendar.
Our responsibilities are focused on safety and quality of life. Small things like where the light's playing or how quiet the engines are at night, that's what respect looks like in a town like this. We're helping where we can, listening, and showing that safety is baked into everything we do.
LeBron is a place people come because there's value in knowing your neighbors and in choosing a life that's built on community. You move here to belong.
Share your thoughts. Rate and review what you watch to help the local community find their next favorite. Download the IMDb app and get started today.
GPS Alert Forecast, certified most accurate since 2004.
Our string of first alert weather days is finally coming to an end. Tonight, meteorologist Andy Shillian joins us to walk us through what we can expect for the second half of this weekend. They say the snow's coming down pretty good there.
Yeah, I know. So we're ending the alert days. It's still snowing. I mean, we can't alert, I feel like, every snow because then it would just be, it seems like every day until spring here. But we do have some lake effect snow that is coming down downtown Cleveland. We're sort of seeing it go back and forth between some lighter flurries and this, which is a pretty decent snowfall. You can barely see the buildings downtown. So you'll want to be careful if you're traveling overnight, even through the early morning hours of tomorrow. And even after sunrise tomorrow, we may still see a little bit of this lake effect snow action on just a few flakes before the sunshine and drier weather really increases for the afternoon. So first of all, I'll show you the temperatures. Most of us seeing those temperatures in wind chills matching. However, 11 feels like 4 below 0 in Mansfield, so there is still a breeze there. 8 feels like 0 in Philadelphia. Here's first alert Doppler right now. This is a north wind that we're on, so we're getting a Lake Huron connection. A bit unusual here, but even with all the ice on Erie, if you get another connection from another lake, it can certainly ramp up the lake effect. And we certainly have seen that over the past couple of hours or so. This is falling mostly outside of the snow belt. We're seeing it expand a little bit further eastward now to typical spots in Lake County, but this is a north-south trend here. So Cleveland, west side has been getting this, Lorain County. You see sort of this heavier streamer band right on the Cuyahoga-Lorain County line, and so that is going to be also downtown to Parma, Strongsville, and even down to Medina. So just be mindful with some of these bursts of snow here. I still expect accumulation generally around an inch or less. However, it doesn't take much for roads to become covered, and maybe those sidewalks, which maybe been shoveling so many times and trying to put salt down, and it just keeps getting covered. I mean, it's been hard to keep up, hasn't it been, with this pattern that we've been in. But with that north wind, we're on the Huron connection. Wind does shift a little bit more northwest overnight, so we may end up seeing things shift a little bit further eastward with the northwest flow and not quite as much of a Huron connection there. All right, here's our temperature and wind chill tomorrow. Again, it is still going to be feeling very cold in the morning. So even though we don't have alerts anymore, it's not just drop everything and forget about it. Still dress in layers, still be smart out there with this. As we head through the afternoon, though, that's when things are not quite as bad. Wind chills will at least be several degrees above 0 tomorrow, and air temperatures will be topping out near 20 for a time. And then here we go again, back with the same story into Sunday night, Monday morning. We'll be feeling like we're below 0, and temperatures will be close to at least in the single digits as well. Snow is not real high, the chances the next couple of days. Flurries linger and lake effect tomorrow morning. Real weak system brings some light snow Monday afternoon. Not on this bar, but Friday is the day to watch for more widespread snow with our Clipper system moving through. So high temperatures, most days this week will be in the 20s. How about 30 on Friday? I say that wouldn't feel so bad, but it's going to come along with some snow. And then that is going to be an Arctic front that moves through, and we're back to the teens for the start of the upcoming weekend. So just in time for a couple days off. You're going to be dealing with more in the way of those chills because next Sunday looks to be much of the same there. But overall, we are tracking still some snow chances, like I mentioned, and that Arctic blast and temperatures that just cannot really get to freezing, much less near normal, for at least the first several days of February. I'll wrap it up with the first alert 7-day coming up again in just a minute.
A hearing examiner recommends suspending a Medina surgeon's license after a patient died during routine tooth extraction. Now that prominent surgeon's fate lies with the state dental board. 19 investigator Mike Mason first broke this story.
It's important to note this surgeon has not been charged with a crime. The Ohio State Dental Board has lodged claims against him, and this civil lawsuit names him, Case Western, and the student who they say was in the operating room the day this man died.
In the past couple of weeks, Dr. Faisal Qureshi's bio page on his company's website has changed. He's no longer listed as a program director at either Case Western Reserve University or University Hospitals. It's the latest development in a story 19 Investigates first began looking into this past June. This comes after a lawsuit was filed last year claiming Qureshi caused the death of 48-year-old Matthew Miller. Miller's wife filed the suit a year after his death. The suit alleges he died while Qureshi was extracting 3 of his teeth at his practice, the Visage Surgical Institute, indictment. It claims Qureshi pushed to have Miller's procedure done under general anesthesia. This past April, the Ohio State Dental Board issued Qureshi a letter notifying him of his right to a hearing. In it, the board claims Miller was morbidly obese and considered a high risk, which demanded he be cleared by a physician prior to surgery. But the board claims Qureshi didn't do that. It also alleges Qureshi assigned a research fellow with no license to act as his assistant. The lawsuit claims, at the time, that student attended dental school at Case Western. During surgery, the board claims Miller went into cardiac arrest, and Qureshi failed to administer reversal agents to counter the narcotics that he used to put him to sleep. Miller then stopped breathing and died. In court filings, Case denied Miller was under their care and therefore not at fault. After surgery, the board maintains Qureshi changed